Hey, this is day 306.
Hello, hello.
Hey!
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Everybody quiet down.
Pretty scary.
Hi, Ty.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
He was going back, staying back there, then running up.
Oh, he is. He
Staying
is.
in intersections.
Yeah, he's done a lot of running for
Beautiful city here in Cranbrook.
Absolutely. When did you arrive, Joyce?
Right about 9 this morning.
Yeah, this morning?
Just outside of it.
And how's the trip going in general?
It's going really great. We're
Is it?
getting a tremendous reception. We're especially happy to hear Alan Rock's latest
Right.
announcement. We've also been trying to look at
Awareness factor. Yeah.
So if we can pass the torch and
Certainly. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Who was talking to me?
I did.
And were they talking to me?
They couldn't find me.
Oh, okay. No, they couldn't find it.
Maybe without the camera.
Yeah, I don't even have mine here.
Well,
Yeah.
this is being filmed, so
Yeah.
George, I'd just like to say,
documentary.
sort of on behalf of our community, thank you for the awareness that you're bringing to our city, obviously. That this is what, your 167th stop? Is that your schedule that you faxed me originally when you first made contact?
Actually, we're a little bit over that.
Are you over that?
Today
now?
is actually day 305.
Yeah,
We've
yeah, I
gone
know.
through 182 communities.
182 now.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty incredible. So
Yeah, for sure.
you have a good backup team, obviously, to keep you healthy, it looks like.
Yeah, we always got some very enthusiastic people from the communities that look after things. And, this is a reflection of what Canadians want. This is why we're getting the receptions that we're getting.
For sure. Yeah, it's incredible to me always as yourself or Hanson or any of the ones before you went forward, and I'm sure there'll be more coming after for other good causes too. I understand you'd received the liver transplant as what initiated your to do this.
Well, I'm telling people it's because I was insane, but we'll go with that one.
Probably insane by the time you're over, for sure. But,
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that's rather incredible, and we're certainly welcome you to the city of Cranbrook. And I'll see
Thank you.
some representation. I know the people you've probably met already, a chamber president, for instance. Rabbit or MP, and actually.
Do you have any of those?
I don't.
Okay, we have. I thought I'd bring some over. We have more at the office if you can use them.
Oh, excellent.
I realize we're already into April.
Yeah, that's
but,
fine. No, there's still a few more months.
That's right.
You get them
That's
for 30%
perfect.
what they normally be.
That's
That's right.
Side steps.
Now,
Like one step.
the other thing we were going
Wait.
to request,
that
if
way.
we could bring one of your residents
Thank you.
on the road with us, this gentleman here.
Yes, yes.
I'm actually giving him the squeegee in Cranbrook for the weekend.
Good.
So we're trying to look at getting a day off. I don't know if that's possible. We got so much work to do.
We had this morning.
Here comes the
All
shot.
we have to
Oh,
do
here we
is
go.
one
Hey.
thing.
Way to go.
One major thing today.
So maybe we can get a chance to relax a little bit. We're going to be meeting with His Holiness.
Oh, yeah.
And, we're going to try and get his support in our fish donations. We also have him challenge all the religious leaders to do the same. And then we're going to get John off as in charge of the flag. We'll continue the rest of the way back to Toronto,
Right.
where we started. So far, being on the road, we've seen a couple of really good developments happen with provinces initiatives and then the federal government initiative. Because what we've been finding out, this isn't a reflection of the Canadians why we're so low.
Yeah.
So most Canadians do have that desire to donate their organs. We needed some fixing up in our system. We were operating on an 8-track where we should be in Laserdisc right now.
Yeah.
We feel that some of the steps that Mr. Rock's taken will help that, along with initiatives from the provinces, and just to bring this much-needed education and awareness, and give every Canadian an opportunity to make this awesome village.
Just making the citizens naturally aware of the process now. A lot of people are probably still of the misunderstanding that simply just telling somebody that you think you're going to donate your organs when you pass away just really isn't good enough. So getting the message out how they should be prepared for that event is important as well.
Yeah.
Where you're getting that message.
Yeah, decision. Where that creates a problem sometimes is we're approaching them sometimes at a very, very delicate moment. And even though they have discussed the situation and supported it beforehand, when they're approached at that moment, they're not in the right state of mind, and they're vetoing the decision at that, they're saying not to touch the body, only to live with regret afterwards. So what we're trying to initiate is the possibility of getting our decisions legal binding and have them in a data bank in the National Registry, so that we will be able to have people register, and it would be up to the hospital officials to see if the person's an organ donor. And then the process can get carried through, and the family that lost their loved ones will benefit from that, knowing that from a negative, a positive, possibly 8 to 10 people's lives could have got saved. And we're also looking at the factor that decision, there's 10 people that are dependent on that decision. And there must be a lot of people that have passed away in the last number of years that they wish they get carried through. So we need some fixing there also.
Is the Department of Justice looking at that?
Well, I'm supporting Mr. Rock on the steps that he's taken, but I'm still going to say that more work needs to be done within the system, and that we really need to look at this, and possibly, if we need to put this to the people, have a referendum and see how Canadians feel about it, rather than have a few groups dictate what the process should be. Let Canadians decide on that, because it's an individual decision, a very precious one, a very personal one. So the thoughts of maybe creating a referendum to decide that would certainly help and not hurt the matter. So there are certain steps, and along with the Justice Department, to see what steps would be needed to arrange a scenario like that.
Good luck with your efforts, for sure. Do you have some specific sponsors too that you've been able to pick up along the way?
Actually, we've been like a quilt. Everybody's been putting their little piece in, and we're slowly making a blanket. And it's been that way. We're not sponsored by any big corporations, and I've been broke a number of times entering the city, and I've actually gone through 6 road crews, because of lack of funds. So I always got rescued, by a community to keep going on, and like I said earlier, it's not so much. This walk is more like a gimmick to get the attention to where the focus really needs to be, and it's clearly been shown in every community I've gone to that Canadians really want to see this situation change. I also want to take a moment to have someone that played a very big role in your community to help arrange things and coordinate things, and her name is Katrina, and she's just talking right now. But this is Katrina, and she is one of our, without people like Katrina, we wouldn't be able to do the effective work that we're doing in the communities. So I think she has a few other people to thank also.
I do. I was just talking about that. Do you want to take this? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, there's been definitely the community has come together again, and we've been successful in getting donation of monies, i.e. the Kinsman Club. Thank you very much. It was pledged $200 towards this walk, and we have the Heritage Inn that donated 2 rooms for 3 nights, so that was extremely generous of them. We've had Denny's donate meals, we've had Smitty donate meals, we've had Bavarian Chalet donate meals, and Pizza Hut donate meals. And we're waiting for another couple to join in. We have the Heritage Inn that donated 2 rooms for 3 nights, so that was extremely generous of them. We've had Denny's donate meals, we've had Smitty donate meals, we've had Bavarian Chalet donate meals, and Pizza Hut donate meals. And we're waiting for another couple to join in the effort to sustain the walk. So we really would like to thank them as well, and it really shows the
Thank you for your donation. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I also want to point out to a resident there who aggressively helped us collect some money.
Yes.
Chris Kinkler?
The squeegee.
The squeegee.
Yeah, squeegee boys knocking on the window.
Definitely kept me entertained. And by the way, this is my BC road manager, David Wright-Smith.
Hi, David.
He's also a liver transplant recipient.
So I understand you joined the walk in Alberta?
Calgary, just almost 3 weeks ago. When I heard about Jordan's walk,
rushed to the hospital with liver failure, and I was told I only had 2 days left to live. And I already had my funeral planned, you know, as most people are now, waiting list do. And the next day, I got a call telling me that an organ was available, and I knew what it took. I knew that somebody had to pass away, and the family was approached, and they had to make that hostile decision. Surgery. I felt like I had a second birth. Very, very sick. I was very healthy, and I was out of the hospital. And, the decision that was made was so awesome that I wanted to do something to acknowledge that decision, and that's where this walk came about. I think we can keep, you know, bringing this decision that, you know, that can be made by anyone to Canadians. They're going to get inspired to make that decision more often. And if that happens, more lives will be saved. You'll hear more success stories. And the family that was going on after the decision, they're living with a lot of benefits too, because from a negative, a positive turned out. You know, lives were saved, and their families were happy, their friends were happy. So, you know, it's a right thing. You know, we're promoting a good thing, a right thing, and we're hoping to give those people that are presently on the waiting list right now hope. You know, and that's really the bottom line.
How has the feedback been in the communities you've been to?
It's been very positive, very, very positive. Each community has clearly shown that too. You know, besides having members from that community rally up some groups and individuals, we got the politicians coming out. We've been getting a highly supported media coverage. They've been putting out positive stories. This is a reflection of what Canada wants. You know, this walk is just a gimmick. I'm just getting everybody's attention so we can put the focus where it really belongs. And that's to promote this decision and to bring awareness to people.
How long have you been on the walk so far?
Today is actually day 305, and whoever did my schedule, I feel like shooting because they put me in the prairies in the winter, and I'm still defrosted. You know, but I'll tell you something. Through all the aches and pains and all those things, like I never forget that. You know, I wouldn't be around if somebody didn't make that decision. So that all becomes secondary.
Oh, I noticed. I looked down at your shoes. They look like they're extremely well worn.
A little bit worn and torn. Yeah. Actually, I wore them right through the winter. Can you believe that? I didn't put on those Sorels. How can you tell? I need another pair. You know, there was a pair that was donated to me where was I? Fernie. And I'm just in the process of breaking them in. You know, so I'll have a new pair. So you know, get these feet a little bit healed up before I get back on the road.
How about nationally? How is this issue being dealt with on that level?
Well, we were very, very happy to see Mr. Rock make that big announcement a week and a half ago in Edmonton. You know, he actually invited me as a special guest there because I was screaming his name out at every community to make this move. And, you know, we passed him the torch, and he outlined his agenda, and he made a major commitment, making organ and tissue donation a priority, you know, by Health Canada, which was a good first step. And, you know, they're about to put a campaign of awareness and education, which is another good step, and they're going to try and have the highest standards when it comes to our medical systems from coast to coast. So we got 3 good steps. We still need a little bit of work in the infrastructure of the system that we have. You know, we need to look at developing a national registry for data bank, looking at making the decision possibly legal binding so we can be less dependent on approaching your family at a really difficult time. Create things called mutual consent where we have the option of donor families meeting the recipients. That can't happen right now in Canada. You know, so there's a few things that can grow from the initiative that he took. And, you know, I'll keep campaigning to get these things done. And when I'm talking on behalf of many Canadians. Like, I absorb everything that people talk, and I'm like a human data bank. So what I'm hearing just comes out from what they want, you know. So we want to leave the question with people right now is, you know, how do you feel about making this awesome decision, but knowing that it's going to be dependent on your family member to make the final decision at a difficult time? You know, we're leaving that question and see what, you know, if we should put the role of opinions when it comes to something like that. Because it is also a question of rights and freedoms. So we want to put that question to Canadians and see how they think that we should have a legal binding decision, then we should put that into our system.
And then service from yourself.
Well, thank you for coming out and giving this cause the support it deserves. And thank you, George, for coming to Cranbrook.
And we're going to talk about it. Maybe we'll...
Then what I can say. So keep on going, and thank you very much.
So that's a wrap.
Yeah,
Feel some
yeah.
no symptoms.
Yeah.